Trevor Johnson, Operations Section Chief with California Interagency Incident Management Team 4, here with your morning operational update for Monday, August 3rd on both the Second Flat and Coleman Creek incidents. We'll go to the map behind me to give you the latest from what's going on the fire line. Here on the Second Flat fire, you can see we've added an additional containment on the fire. The fire is still around 105,000 acres and we're now up to 40% containment. We'll start here on the east side of the fire. This is Lone Pine Road, which I've mentioned in prior days. That's just west of Highway 395. Still continued success. We have black line in here, meaning we're feeling secure about our containment lines. Of note yesterday, there is a major power line corridor in here that we were able to re-energize due to the efforts of our cooperators and firefighters on the ground. Continuing along the south end of the fire here, in what we call Division India, this is in the Foley Flat Road, out into Skull Creek and Willow Flat. Continue to find hotspots via our infrared imagery that we're able to capture every night. So firefighters are out here on seek and destroy mission, basically evaluating and validating all of the hotspots in here to make sure that nothing moves outside of the fire's current footprint. Excuse me on that. As we continue back towards the west, things are looking good. We do have some other IR imagery of heat signatures, but we'll be looking at that today to secure that. Of major note, down here along the southern edge of the fire, visible just north of the Highway 20 corridor, we've added a significant amount of black line. Our overall objective in that area now is to keep the fire within its current footprint. We're not out of the woods. We still have firefighters engaged in there, but we're feeling very secure in our containment of the southern edge of the fire. We'll continue out to the west end of the fire, visible just north of Okerman Butte. Fire continues to hold within its current footprint. We've been aided by a northwesterly wind the past couple days, and firefighters continue to have success with keeping fire within its perimeter. Yesterday, our firefighters primarily focused on a section of dozer line, so going direct right along fire's edge with bulldozers from the Green Butte area out all the way to the northeast to tie it into Hines Logging Road. That line got put together last night. We had night crews engaged overnight, making sure that it stays within its current footprint, and we'll look to engage more mop-up in there. There is still potential for escape, but we'll be prioritizing that area today to limit any northern progression of the incident. As we continue back towards Hines Logging Road, this is in the Burn Butte area. We do have these uncontrolled edges of fire. This is super inaccessible terrain, very rocky, very steep, little canyons in here. So what we're doing today is we've prioritized a few hand crews over into this area of the fire, and they're going to be walking all this line, evaluating for any heat and limiting the fire within its current footprint. That's kind of the priority for the day on the Second Flat incident. Coming back over to the northeast, again, Division Gulf area. This is in the coal pit area just west of Lone Pine Road. Continued success in here. We'll be evaluating any heat signatures and making sure that fire remains within its current footprint. We look to have aircraft up over the fire today. We want to thank everybody for the cooperation and the support in regards to the Second Flat incident. We'll now move over to the Coleman Creek incident. On the Coleman Creek incident, again, it's a little bit around 265,000 acres, and we're now up to 18% containment. You can see on the map here that black line is what we've added because we're very confident in our containment lines out there. Again, we'll be evaluating them continually through the upcoming shifts, but we're feeling very secure. So we'll start here on the west end, just northeast of the city of Crane. We have black line on the map here, meaning we're feeling secure about that line. Up to the Bald Mountain area, that's all looking good. We do have a little bit of heat still in an open fire line in here that we need to check up on and mop up. That's just east of Hog Creek Road, so we'll be looking to secure that within the upcoming shifts. As we continue up to the northeast, just south of Drinkwater Pass and Highway 20, there is a little bit of area of fire in here that we're concerned about. We've prioritized appropriately, placed the right amount of resources in there, and we'll be looking to add containment there in the upcoming shifts. Up into the Highway 20 corridor, want to make mention that Highway 20 is open. That's all going well. Appreciate the coordination with Oregon Department of Transportation. That'll remain open unless something surprises us or comes out of the fire. But I know that's a major thoroughfare for commerce and traveling east-west through the state. So that's a big win for the incident. The fire continues to remain south of the Highway 20. We've added black line in here, meaning that we're comfortable with it, but you will see firefighters along Highway 20 should you travel through, monitoring hotspots, putting stuff to bed, and making sure that fire remains where it's at. This continues out towards the east, and kind of our corner or our stop in the line, our line in the sand out here is Yapa Creek. So we fired this multiple days ago using hand firing techniques with hot shot crews. Everything's looking good. Fuels in here continue to consume. Really tough piece of ground for us to conduct firing, as a lot of the land is grazed off with cattle. We use that edge to build containment, but the fire continues to consume in there, and we don't get like a direct fire's edge like you see elsewhere on the map. But everything's looking good, remaining to the west of Yapa Creek. As we come down the Crowley Road system, out here fire continues to remain to the west. Crews are engaged out here now. We've identified additional containment lines where we can bring fire line closer to the fire's edge, with a backup plan being now Crowley Road. Of most significance, 2 days prior, the fire made a significant run when we were in that critical condition of weather out towards the east, towards Lake Oahe. This area of fire, you can see on the map, these pink lines, those are additional containment lines or options we have to corral the fire. We're feeling very confident in it as the weather has lessened, and the fuel type here is very conducive to dozer line. We can make quick progress out there utilizing those resources to corral the fire. So we'll look to add containment out here. Again, our priority remains to steer the fire south of the Highway 20 corridor, protecting Harper and Vail out to the northeast. Out here at Lake Oahe, this is super inaccessible area. So for our firefighters to travel into this area by ground takes 3 to 4 hours, and limits their impact on the fire line each shift, as they would have to travel in and out. So what we've done is 2 days ago, we put a load of smoke jumpers out here who are basically self-sufficient logistically for up to 72 hours to support that. And now we've coordinated an operation where Helitac members that get delivered via helicopter out into here to support and bolster our numbers out here, and we'll be logistically supporting them via our air operations folks. So you'll see helicopters flying up, and they're basically flying supplies, food, water out to our firefighters on the ground. They'll remain out in that area until the threat is mitigated. Continuing along the southern edge of the fire, things are looking good. We continue to solidify our containment lines in these areas, monitor for hot spots. We use that infrared technology to make sure that anything that we see on there, we go validate and put to bed. Continuing back towards the west here, this is out towards the community of Creston, Shumway Cutoff Road. Fire continues to remain north of it. We're feeling good about that, and we'll look to add additional containment in the coming days. Continuing further out to the west to kind of round us out towards Sheep Rock and Warm Springs Reservoir. Fire hasn't moved in multiple shifts. We just want to make sure that we ground truth that line, meaning we have boots on the ground that go and walk all this fire line, miles and miles of it, to make sure that it's secure. Again, the Coleman Creek incident has showed potential for significant growth. We've had multiple days of large-scale runs of fire behavior. We got the right plan in place. We've prioritized appropriately, and we'll look to add containment along the Coleman Creek. We're not out of the woods in any way, so we appreciate all the continued coordination with the Rangeland Fire Protection Associations, our partners with the BLM, U.S. Forest Service, and all the other cooperators out here. It's been a great success, and we look to bring resolve to the incident. Thank you for your time. We'll be back with you with another update.